Hello everyone. In the last video lecture, we discussed about the state of matter and the properties of a matter. With the continuation of that video lecture, in this video lecture, we will going to discuss about the measurement of a properties. Most of the chemical properties, when we are in the laboratory for the experimental purpose, then we have to measure the quantity of the substance, maybe in a liter or gram. Sometimes when some distances are to be expressed in your book, then some units are used. For example, picometer, angstrom, along with distance traveled by the light, that is the meter per second. So these units, these representations are to be studied, how they are created, how they are derived, or how they are fixed is to be studied in this video lecture. But before that, if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe the channel, like and share the videos. Thank you. We'll start with a measurement of properties. Many properties of matter are quantitative in nature. It means in order to explain some properties of a matter, quantity is most important. When you measure something, you are comparing it with some standard. So the standard quantity is reproducible and unchanging. Reproducible, that is regenerated, and unchanging, it is constant. It is not affected, that is the standard quantity is not affected by changing in the place, called as the unchange. Many properties of matter such as mass, length, area, pressure, volume, time, etc. are quantitative in nature. In order to express all these properties, the quantity is to be taken into consideration. So, for example, length of classroom can be represented as 10 meter. Here, 10 is the number and m denotes meter, the unit in which the length is measured. It means that any quantitative measurement is expressed by a number like a 10 and followed by units in which it is measured. As here the length is measured in a meter, so meter is the unit and 10 is the quantity. So for any quantitative measurement, not only length, mass, 2 kg, 2 is the quantity and kilogram is its unit. Then volume, 2 liter, 2 is the quantity, but it is expressed in a particular unit, that is the liter. So here we define the unit. Then what is by unit? The unit arbitrarily decided and universally accepted standards used in measurement of physical quantities are called units. Arbitrarily, that means arbitrarily means fixed, never change, and universally accepted in the world, everywhere it is accepted without any controversy. So such type of physical quantity called as the units. For example, meter, kilogram, these are the universally accepted and arbitrarily decided or the fixed unit or the physical quantities. Then here we discuss what are the various systems in which units are expressed. There are various systems which are used to express the quantitative measurement, such as CGS, centimeter for length, gram for mass, and second for time, that is the CGS system. FPS system is also called as the British system, foot, pound and a second system. MKS, meter, kilogram, second, this is the third system. That is, these three systems also used before the next system, which is an advanced system, more advanced system. Before that system, CGS, FPS and MKS, these three systems are also used. Then what is the need of unit? Why the units are necessary in the quantitative measurement? Here we discuss it. The question is asked like that: state the need of units. Then first, in chemistry, several experiments are carried out which involves observation and collection of both quantitative and the qualitative data. Here in a chemistry, most of the collections, most of the chemical compounds are to be studied qualitatively. What is its nature? And the quantitatively means about its amount. So when we deal quantitatively, then the unit is necessary to express its amount, whether it is in a liter liquid, whether it is in a gram solid. So units are necessary to express the amount of that chemical substance. Measurement of physical properties such as mass, length, volume, temperature, pressure, time, etc. comprise of the quantitative data, as we discussed before. Then for this purpose, the magnitude or a size of physical quantity is compared with a suitable standard. These units are arbitrarily chosen on the basis of a universally accepted standard. Another one example is that when we write the atomic size, for the measurement of atomic size, the smallest unit of the length is to be used, that is the picometer or the angstrom. For that purpose, unit is to be necessary. Meter is the largest unit. So, but atom is the smallest. In order to measure its size, in order to measure its radius, the meter is used, but in its smallest fraction, that is the picometer. It means in order to express the smallest quantity like atomic radius, atomic size, the unit is to be necessary. To express any measurement property, a number of appropriate unit has to be used. Only number does not give any idea about the property. If you write 10, then what is meant by 10? 10 rupees, 10 liter, 10 kilogram, 10 dozen. So 10 has no meaning till you write the unit after that 10 or after that quantity. That is, if you write 10 and after 10 you write L or liter, then it is clear that the given quantity is a 10 liter, whether it is a water or acid. But because of a unit, that quantity is a clear, that is 10 liter. If you write there 10 meter, yum is right there, it means that 10 meter. When you write the yum, then it is clear the length is a 10 meter. So units are most important in the quantitative measurement. Then the most advanced is SI system. Before we discuss CGS, FPS and MKS system, they are used but not universally now. Now universally accepted system is the SI system. In 1960, the General Conference of Weights and Measures proposed a revised metric system called International System of Units. International System of Units, that is system. SI system abbreviated from its French name, Lee Système International D units. This is the French name, and from it is abbreviated SI, that is the Système International. According to SI system, the SI units are of two types, that is the fundamental unit and the derived unit. Fundamental unit and the derived unit. Fundamental means basic. So we discuss one by one here. The question is asked like this: name the fundamental SI units. Then what are fundamental SI units? There are 7 fundamental units. These are enlisted in this table, that is the length, mass, time, electric current, thermodynamic property, temperature, amount of substance, luminous intensity. Length, symbol for quantity, that is the L. Name of SI unit, meter. Symbol for SI unit, small m. Like that, mass is also the basic or the fundamental unit. Symbol for quantity, small m. SI unit, kilogram. Symbol, that is the SI unit, kilogram, kg. Time, small t, second, small s. Electric current, capital I. SI unit, ampere, and abbreviation or the represented as a capital A. Thermodynamic temperature, capital T, Kelvin, capital K. Amount of substance, N, that is the number of mole, which we discuss later, and its unit becomes a MOL, mole. Luminous intensity, that is the light. Candela, and it is represented as a small c, small d. These are the 7 fundamental units, and these fundamental units express themselves. Then next one is the derived unit. Then what are derived units? This is the question, what are derived units? Here we see definition. The unit of all physical quantities can be derived from the 7 fundamental SI units. These units are known as derived unit. That means the units which are derived from the 7 fundamental SI unit, or which is to be created or which is to be generated by using the 7 fundamental units, are called as the derived units. Derived means it is to be prepared or it is to be created by using the fundamental units, called as the derived units. For example, area, length squared, area, length is the fundamental or the basic unit. Here 2 times length is used, it get converted to meter. That means area is a derived unit, and the unit for the area is created by using the length. So meter square is the derived unit. That again, concentration, mole per cubic meter. Here 2 fundamental units are used, mole, which is represented by the small n, and a meter, length. So this derived unit is created by using the 2 fundamental unit, that is the number of moles and the meter. Some other examples are area, meter square, volume, length cube, height into length into breadth, that is the meter cube. Density, mass per unit volume, mass of the substance divided by volume of the substance. Volume is expressed in a meter cube and mass is expressed in a kilogram. Velocity, distance traveled in unit time, meter per second. The speed of light, or the velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That means light is travel 3 into 10 to the power 8, this much distance, this much meter distance in a 1 second. Like that, acceleration, force, pressure and electric charge. These units are the derived units because they are generated by using the fundamental 7 fundamental units. The most important thing is, in case of a SI system, the SI system allows the use of prefixes to indicate a multiple or a sub-multiples of a unit. For example, here we observe a chart. Prefixes are used. Prefixes. Then prefix is the tera, symbol T, and magnitude 10 to the power 12. Here we measure 3, 3, 3. These are the 12 zeros. This much quantity is not easy to write every time. So for our convenience, this large quantity is write like this 10 to the power 12. And for this quantity, the prefix is used tera or simply T. Giga, symbol G, and magnitude 10 to the power 9. It means that 9 zeros. This is again a large quantity which is not simple or which is not easy to write every time during calculation. So it is represented as 10 to the power 9. Similarly, mega, kilo, hecto, deca, deci. Here these are before the decimal point, and here these quantities are after the decimal point. So the magnitude which is to be used here is a positive, and here it is a negative. Deci means 0.1 and it is represented as 10 to the power minus 1. Prefix becomes a deci represented by small d. Centi, milli, micro, nano, like this. Here nano means 10 to the power minus 9, and the decimal point is 9 places before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 10 to the power minus 9. These conversions are studied in a scientific notations for the calculation in next chapter in detail. This table shows only the prefixes which are used during the calculations, mathematicals, or simply calculations, quantitative calculations in a chemistry. And use of these prefixes is supported by the SI system, and it is permitted to use during the calculations.